Come on, let's give God a praise once again. I was blessed to come in contact with Bishop John Lakin. We had a mutual friend, and we would meet at a mutual spot just to have fellowship and conversation. And it was at the most unusual place for the two of us. It was at a laundromat called Soap and Suds. And there was a guy there that would be just having a good time and making you laugh. And both of us knew him. And we began to talk off the record and acquaint ourselves, and we became dear friends. I was blessed to marry a wonderful wife from Hopkins, South Carolina. And Bishop Lakin told me, he said, you have one of Hopkins' best. He told me, he said, Seamus, I admire the way that you take care of your family and the way that you're raising your sons. I have a farm in Hopkins and have a lot of horses, and my boys and I would be working on the farm, and Bishop Lakin would drive up. Oh, my boys loved to see Bishop coming because they knew that we were going to lose at least an hour. Just me and him talking. All the tractors, all the horses had to shut down. Bishop and I would begin to conversate. And as it got close to Pastor Sally's retirement, he would call me early in the morning and say, Bishop, come on, let's go to the Waffle House. Now I'm telling you, because in a couple of days, I won't be eating with you no more. I'll be eating with Sally every day. And sure enough, when Pastor Sally retired, I lost my breakfast buddy. We went to eat with Pastor Sally. About 2 weeks ago, I have a son that developed type 1 diabetes. And as he developed, he became very defiant around age 15 and 16, didn't want to take his medicine, didn't want to check his number. I was telling Pastor one day, I said, you got to help me, man. I got to find somebody to talk to this kid to let him know how serious it is that he take care of himself. And he looked at me and he said, you got the man. I met up at my farm with him, and he took my son Jarius, and he began to talk to him, and I don't know what Bishop told him, but my son, his life changed that day. And from that day forward, I never had to go to the school to talk to the nurse again. I never had to check his meter again. He always took care of himself from that day forward. Pastor Lakin was a mentor. He could work with young people. Our final fellowship was this. My sons and I got on the horse. It was a beautiful day about 2 weeks ago. We got to the end of the dirt road. I said, which way you guys want to go? And they said, let's go and see his Bishop Lakin home. We rode to the house, got in his yard. I said, I don't feel like getting down to knock on the door. I'm going to just make some noise and see if anybody come. Door popped open. Sister Lakin, hey, you guys out here, y'all roll all the way over here? She said, give me a minute. I said, is Bishop around? Said, he's in here. And before she could get through speaking, he was already at the door. He said, Chambers, you know I'll talk to you anytime, man. I'm all right. He swung the door open, and we talked, and I told him, I said, well, because we was always trading land, houses, cars, something we was buying from each other. And he had something in his yard that I wanted. And he looked over, and the cue is this that he gives me when me and him work out a price. He said, well, Chambers, I'll get back with you. The committee got to meet together. And I know that anytime the committee meet, the answer is coming back. And the answer will probably be no. Well, we still got some stuff in a committee meeting we got to get together on. Amen. We thank God for them. They're just wonderful people. Sally, Pastor Sally Lakin, your husband loved you. At the Waffle House, he was talking about you. He was talking about John. He was talking about Faith. He was talking about Hamilton. He was talking about his sister Sheila and the rest of his beautiful family. He's a loving man. He will be missed. He and I agreed and we disagreed. But whenever we disagreed, we go to the Waffle House and make up. But there was one thing that me and him agreed on. We agreed on the fact that in the morning we were going to get up in the resurrection. And I don't care what it looked like today. I'm going to see Bishop John Lakin again. The songwriter said, in the morning when I rise, in the morning, in the morning, early in the morning, well, I want to see Jesus. Want to see Jesus. Well, I want to see Jesus. I want to see Jesus. I'm gonna shout troubles over. Gonna shout troubles over. Oh, early in the morning. Early in the morning. Woo! My. Woo! Yes, sir. Bishop believed in the resurrection. In the morning.